Welcome to your first agency training video. This will guide you through all the areas to complete before you make a start on your property setup. The first screen that you come to when you log into SuperControl is your payment reminders page. This will pull through any new bookings made in the last 7 days in this example and any customer payments due in the next 7 days. You can change these figures by selecting these from the drop down. And if you ever need to navigate back to this page, you can find it within your bookings menu and payment reminders. The first area to go to start your setup is to go to your admin menu and then general details. In here, add in all of your contact information, ensure you have your email address added, plus include any colleagues who you also wish to be notified of an online booking or online inquiry by adding their emails within these fields. If you are VAT registered, you can add your VAT rates here. Under the heading Credit Card Processing, tick all of the payment types that you accept. Please note you will only be able to tick the card types if you have an online payment processor integrated with your SuperControl account. For more information on this, please contact us. Once your payment options are selected, also ensure to tick the Show to Public box so that it shows as an option to the guest when you go live. From the Property Photos section, if you are using our API feed, you can set your photo sizes so that you have the option to display larger or smaller photos on your website. Booking form options allows you to customise what is shown to the guest on the booking form. For example, you can show your arrival and departure time fields. And you also have the option to collect all guest information, such as the name, gender and age. Admin booking form options allows you to set the rating value and source value to a compulsory field when adding in a booking from the admin side of SuperControl. Clients find that adding the source value as a compulsory field helps as it prompts any colleagues to ask the guest how they heard about you before you can save a booking. The admin inquiry form options works very much the same way. The only difference is it relates to when you're adding in inquiries from the admin side of SuperControl. Under the heading Automatic Email Filing Email Addresses, make sure you enter your email address and any other emails that you use into this field. If you send emails from your own personal emails and wish to log these within the relevant booking history in SuperControl, you're able to do this by adding in all emails within this text box. Once finished, click the Save button. The next area to complete is to add in your terms and conditions. To do this, go up to Admin and simply come down to Terms and Conditions. Enter your terms within the white text box and then click the Update button at the bottom of the page. If you have housekeepers or cleaners, you have the option to set these up within SuperControl, allowing them access to log in to view their arrival and departure reports. To do this, go to your admin menu, come down to housekeepers, and then add housekeepers. Enter in their contact information, ensuring all email addresses are saved. If you would like them to have a login, you can enter in a password for them here. If your housekeeper is also a supplier that you may want to produce a commission statement for in future, please tick the Add as a Supplier tick box. This saves you having to add them again in future. You can also add any notes against the housekeeper. When you come to send the login details by email, the email subject and email body fields allow you to add any additional information if needed. Underneath, you can select what you would like the housekeeper to have access to, and then click the Save button. Don't click to send login details at this time, as the properties are required to be added before we can do this. If you work with any agents who also take a commission from any bookings, you can add these in by going to Admin, Agents, and Add Agents. Here you can complete the contact and commission details and add any notes. Once done, you can click the Save button at the bottom. Before you start adding in your property, we suggest you complete the following areas first so that when it comes to adding in your property, it makes the process easier and more streamlined. Firstly, go to your Properties menu, come down to Search Variables, and then go to Add Edit Variable Categories. Search variables are ways the guests can refine their search when looking for their ideal property. In this page is where you need to set your category, for example, location and facilities. Once these are added, you then need to go to set up the actual variable by going to Properties, Search Variables, and Add Edit Variables. Here you would type in your variable name, for example, Pets Allowed, and assign it to the relevant category, for example, Facilities, and then click the Add New button. You would repeat this process until all of your variables are added. Please find below some examples. The next area to complete is to add in your booking options. To add these, go to Properties, and then come down to Booking Options. These are optional extras your guests can add to their booking, for example, a dog, extra linen, or a welcome hamper. In here you just need to add the option name plus any VAT, whether you would like it to display to the housekeeper and the owner, and whether you would also like it to show on the booking summary. Please note we don't add the pricing information in this page. This is done when the property is added. If your properties are located in different areas, then you can add in countries and regions so that when the guest is carrying out a search on your website, they can search by a specific area. To do this, go to Properties and then Countries. Add in your list of countries if applicable, or if it's just by region, you can simply come down to Regions, and again, if it's just by town, you can add in the town names. Once we enter in the different regions, it means we can then allocate the correct ones to the relevant property when we're adding it in. The final stage of this initial setup is to add in your owners. To do this, go to Agency, and then Add Owners. Here, add in all of your contact information for the owner and ensure you save their email address. Under Booking Summary Details, you can choose whether the owner receives a copy of the booking summary email the guest receives when they book online. You can either allow the owner to be copied into the customer version, which will show the price the guest is paying, or you can select the owner version, so it will only show what the owner is due to get paid for that booking. If you don't want the owner to receive any notification, you can bypass this section, as the option to enable the function is when you come to add in your property. Under Owner Login Details, you have the function to set up an owner login so the owner can add bookings or amend any property information. If you don't want the owner to have access to this, you can bypass this section. If you do, just make sure you enter in a password and tick the functions that you would allow them to have access to. Under Commission Settings, these should already be set to the way you require, as a member of the support team will have set this up based on the information you provided on your specification sheet. The only field that you may need to change here is your commission percentage. If you wish to add the owner's bank details, you can do so here, so you can refer to them as a reference, and you can also add any notes on the owner as well. Once you're finished, just click the Save button at the bottom. Then repeat this process until you have all of your owners added in. If you have any questions or require any help with any of the sections mentioned in this video, you can either call us on 01556 506 700, or you can email us at support@supercontrol.co.uk.